Okay, today we're going to be doing some static stretching. Static stretching is recommended to perform after your exercise session. It's an essential part of the cool down. It helps the muscles recover, and it also helps lower blood pressures. Okay, we're going to be starting at the neck, doing some gentle neck movements. Casey's going to rotate her neck to her left in a safe range of motion, holding that position for about 15 seconds and maintaining a consistent breathing pattern throughout. You do not want to hold your breath while doing any of these stretches. So when she's ready, now she's going to rotate her neck all the way to her right, holding this for about 15 seconds, again maintaining that breath work. Casey's going to return her neck to a neutral position, how she started, and now chin to chest. 15 seconds here. A helpful breathing pattern here might be in through the nose, out through the mouth, but the most important thing is that you're just not holding your breath. And now Casey will return to a nice neutral position. So now let's move our way to our wrists, which you might think is funny, but this is helpful because sometimes these muscles get really overused. So left arm out in front with your left elbow connected to your body. I grab onto my fingers and I just pull them down. 15 seconds here, stretching out those wrist flexor muscle groups. Continuing with that breath work. Let's relax and we're going to switch arms. So you got it. 15 seconds here. And relax. The opposite of that, stretching out the wrist extensors, both hands together like this. And sometimes I'll gently roll the tops of my hands together like so. So I hit different areas of those very small muscles. So 15 seconds doing that. Let's relax the arms, shake them out a little bit. Now let's clench the fingers together and stretch those arms out in front. Really, the muscles we're stretching here are the rear deltoids, some of your shoulders, your trapezius and rhomboids in your back. Maintain that breathing pattern. Okay, let's relax the arms down. The opposite of that, clenching the hands behind your back and then reaching back, stretching out your deltoid muscles in front, anterior deltoid shoulder, your pecs. 15 seconds here. And relax, shake out the arms. The palms of your hands on your low back. Attempt to bring the elbows together just a little bit, but take it to a range of motion that you feel safe with. All of these stretches are individualized, and if something doesn't feel right, we might have to modify it or skip it, do something else. 15 seconds here. The arms down your sides. Very good. Okay, we're going to be stretching the rear shoulders, right arm out in front. With your left hand, grab onto your right elbow and pull this arm across your body. 15 seconds here. every time I exhale, I might be able to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, helping my muscles relax and easing into that stretch a little bit deeper. So let's relax. Left arm out in front. Grab onto that elbow, pull it across for 15 seconds. And relax the arms, very good. So now we're going to do an oblique stretch. So I'd like your stance to be maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width. Okay. We're going to start by moving the left arm up in the air. So take a breath in first. Exhale, lift the left arm up, bending slightly to your right. Holding this for 15 seconds and maintaining that breath work. Let's slowly return back to the starting position. Very good. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, right arm up, moving your torso to your left just a little bit. Feeling that good stretch through the obliques. Start doing some hip stretches, some standing hip stretches. We'll start with one for the inner thigh. So now my legs are wider than shoulder width apart. And in this position, I'm going to shift my body weight into my right hip socket. My right hip goes back to the wall behind me, as if I'm bowing to an audience. My left knee remains completely straight, and this is an inner thigh stretch for that left leg. 15 seconds here, maintain that breath work. This type of stretch is a little bit more fatiguing than the other ones, bearing a lot of your weight over that right hip. Getting the sensation that you're sitting in that hip. Come out of this position nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, shift the body weight into your left hip. Left rear end goes back to the wall behind. Right leg stays completely straight. This position nice and tall. So the next stretch we're going to do is for the calf. It's really important for this one that you have a wall or something really stable that you can bear weight into. In this case, we're going to use the treadmill today. So Casey's going to move over to the treadmill. Using the treadmill as an object to bear her weight into, drawing the left leg all the way back to a safe range of motion, and she's pressing her left heel into the ground. That's giving her a good calf stretch. If she wanted a deeper calf stretch, then she would separate her right and left leg even a little bit further to accentuate that stretch. So 15 seconds here. Just focusing on the breathing. And relax, very good. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So now she'll draw the right leg back, heel into the ground, still focusing on her breathing, maybe getting a little bit deeper into the stretch with each exhale. 15 seconds here. relax. Okay, very good. So sticking with the theme of holding on to something stable, we're going to do a quadricep stretch. So Casey's going to hold on to the treadmill with the right hand, and with her left hand, she's going to grab onto either her left foot, her left shin, maybe her pant leg. If you have a towel or a belt, something at home, you can use that to get you into this position easier. It's not always so easy to reach down and grab your foot. Again, 15 seconds, focusing on your breathing. So let's slowly lower that left leg. And now we're going to stretch the right quadricep. All the same rules apply. Okay, nice work. The next stretch we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch, and this also might be a good opportunity to hold on to something for balance. It's similar to the calf stretch, but there is a big difference here, okay? So the position, right leg in front, left leg back. The difference is the back foot, because your heel is not going to be in contact with the ground. The ball of your foot is going to be in contact with the ground. And in this position, try to squeeze your left rear end. If you squeeze your left rear end, it kind of opens up those hip flexor muscle groups a little bit more. If you feel safe in this position, try lifting the left arm up. And that kind of gives you a more thorough stretch there. Maintain that breath work, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's slowly lower that left arm down, come up to a normal stance, and switch legs. Right leg back. My back foot, I'm on the ball of that back foot. I'm going to try to squeeze my right glute, my right rear end here, to open up that hip flexor a little bit more. If I feel safe in terms of balance, I'll lift the right leg up, the right arm up, and maintain that breathing. Let's lower the right arm and come up to a normal stance. Okay, very good. I'm going to show you two different hamstring stretches. The first one is a little bit more advanced. The second one is a bit more regressed. So with this hamstring stretch, your left foot is going to be out in front of your right and your toe is up. From this position, I shift my body weight back. So my rear end goes back to the wall behind. My arms come out as a counterbalance. My left knee is completely straight. And I just focus on my breathing here. You want to feel a pull behind the knee in the hamstring and calf tendons. On a scale of 0 to 10, and this goes with all of these stretches, bring it to about a 7, which is considered moderate tension. You don't want to bring it to a 10. That would feel like the muscle's going to snap. You don't want to bring it that far. Let's relax, come up to a nice standing position. Switch legs. Right leg in front. Drive the hips back, arms out in front as a counterbalance. Bring this stretch to moderate tension. That's 6 or 7 on a scale of 0 to 10. When you reach moderate tension, really be intentional with your breathing at that point. works, very good. Now the regressed version. There you go. Sitting on the edge of the chair so your back is not touching the backrest. Right knee is bent, your left leg is completely straight, toe pointed up towards the ceiling, and my arms are out in front. Maintain a tall posture. You take a breath in. Exhale, shift your body weight forward. You can go in the direction of your toe, but it's really important that you maintain a tall, flat back and breathe. Should really feel this behind the knee of the straight leg. And relax back to the starting position. Let's switch legs. So right leg straight, toe pointed up towards the ceiling. My arms are extended out in front. I take a breath in. Exhale, shift my body weight forward and feel that pull behind the right knee. Still trying to reach that target of moderate tension. Then you hang out there and you breathe. And return to the starting position. So the next one that we're going to do is external rotation at the left hip. Still seated in a position where my back is not touching the backrest. I grab on to my left leg and I position my left leg on top of my right. This is not the easiest position for everybody to get into. So if you're feeling pain or discomfort with this, the modification would be to not cross your legs, just grab onto your left leg and pull it up. Continue to breathe. Imagine breathing into that hip. And let's relax the leg down. When you're ready, let's switch. Right leg on top of the left. And relax that leg down. And that'll do it for stretching. Good job, everyone.